I trust your weekend is going on exceptionally well. Today, let's delve into Raila's pursuit for the African Union Commission chairmanship and what its implications for Kenya's political landscape is going to be. Some Kenyans and clueless politicians are under the illusion, that once Raila assumes the African Union Commission job, that he will continue to run the Kenyan political show remotely from Ethiopia. In my opinion, that is wishful thinking, and here's why. While Raila has had a commendable run and indelible foothold on Kenyan politics, it seems like he's now focused on cementing his legacy. He's now reached a point where he needs to move on and retire in style. He has always been a dramatic guy. You and I know that. And his exit is definitely gonna be not in a bus ride to Bondo, but be a graceful approach which he would gracefully let things evolve naturally. He is a savvy businessman, and he knows how to extract maximum capital and publicity from every event that comes his way. As the chair of the African Union Commission, if he wins the seat, it's a matter of when, not if. The truth is that Raila will be greatly preoccupied with immense responsibilities, and this would leave him unable to juggle between Kenya and Ethiopia. He holds the capability to establish another political party, in 24 to 48 hours, if he chooses. And so he's not concerned about the potential decline of ODM. That doesn't concern him. In recent months, Raila has been showing a public image of ODM recruitment drives, but what you and I know for a fact is that the recent recruitment drives, in my opinion, by ODM, was meant to be a smokescreen. It was meant to be a red herring as he negotiated with various stakeholders, including Ruto, to lay the groundwork for his AU chair candidacy. As the recruitment drives went on, we all remember that Prime CS and Foreign Affairs CS Musalia Mudavadi so confidently hinted in Bondo that Raila has been working with Kenya Kwanza. And it did come to pass weeks later. I know we expected a handshake by both Raila and Ruto, but both of those guys, Raila and Ruto, know the perils of a handshake. Plus, Raila never repeats the same card twice. So his engagement with Kenya Kwanza were going to be very different from his handshake with Uhuru. As a matter of fact, this time it has been a hypocritical engagement where we don't know whether he is in or out. And so the opportune moment, to depart Kenya's political scene for Raila or retire is when he is at his peak, rather than wait until he is exhausted. Raila will likely continue to extract and extort maximum value from the remnants of ODM before he eventually leaves it to naturally fade away. ODM, in my opinion, has served its purpose, and Baba will bomb or dismantle the ODM vehicle silently so nobody can weaponize it against him. While some may speculate about successes like Oparanya or Joho, the transition, into the next political dispensation is bound to be tumultuous. And I expect the emergence of various factions within the opposition, including Kenya Kwanza. It wouldn't be surprising if the vice president, Rigiji, or deputy president, what you want to call it, appears on the 2027 ballot. The next 5 years, Kenya will witness transitioning with Ruto emerging as the dominant figure in 2027, but then he will slowly wither away as a lame duck guy post 2027, with the prospects of other formations depending on their ability to coalesce around one formidable figure. Whether that it will be Kalonzo, I don't know. But the unity of the opposition is likely to be resolved through a second round of elections, with Ruto benefiting from term limitations in 2027. Because people want to support somebody who won't be there for long. But then he will suffer the lame duck presidency post-2027. However, his defeat in 2027 becoming a one-term president is possible if a skilled political operative emerges and gains significant traction within the opposition scene. And such an opponent who defeats Ruto should be equipped with oratory skills and financial resources and massive networks. But of course, the worst case scenario which Kenyans should guard against is a negotiated 2027 election where top contenders form alliances capable of securing a substantial majority of, say, 80%. So this outcome becomes more plausible if the prime minister and two deputies become entrenched in power. So let's say Ruto wants to have a sure bet at the presidency. So what he would do is talk to Kalonzo, offer him the prime CS position, and then maybe have a situation where Mudavadi becomes one of the deputies, and then we have a negotiated power sharing agreement, in which everybody wins, but then they go to an election, they control 80% of the voting population, and then we end up with a formation that wins 80%, and Ruto has no opponent, he goes unopposed. So that's not good for Kenya's democracy, because that's going to create bad manners. Folks, thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.